What is up, YouTube Nation? Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing pretty alright. And I hope you enjoyed my powerlifting competition video. That was my last video I posted. And it's doing pretty well view-wise. I think we just got over 200. So yeah, thanks guys. If you haven't watched it already, go ahead and watch it. I've heard that it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah. So powerlifting competition is over. So this video, I wanted to talk about my plans for the next few months and kind of the future going on with both bodybuilding and powerlifting. But first, I'm hungry, so let's go get some food. So I recently moved my calories from bulking to maintenance. I changed them to maintenance after my competition because I just noticed I've been getting a bit fluffy, and I kind of wanted to see if I could prevent that just before the summer, where I think you can probably guess, but I'll kind of tell you a bit later what my plan is. But one of my recent obsessions, not necessarily that it really has much to do with me changing my calories, but I've been eating an awful lot of this since we went to Costco and got some salmon. I've been having that bagel with the cream cheese and the salmon. This is so good. Shout out the Jews for this one. Glory to Netanyahu. Just look at this thing, god damn. All right guys, salmon and cream cheese bagel down. It's always just so tasty. But yeah, I want to talk about my plans for the future, but just not right now. I want to get to the gym and I'll show you guys an upper day workout first. But even before that, I'm home for lunch right now. But I gotta go back to school to write my calculus test. But yeah, we'll see what I can do. Yeah. Alright guys, I wrote my calculus test. I got a 96, so not too shabby. I was hoping for a 100, but whatever. And I'm having some pre-workout pasta right now. But then we're going to the gym to hit an upper day session, so yeah. Okay guys, so just left for the gym right now. And yeah, we're gonna be hitting an upper day, but I figured I would talk a tiny bit about my plan, just as, you know, I can. But before I do that, I want to ask you guys, obviously I can't read the future, so I can't incorporate anything for this video specifically, but do you guys prefer when I do like the music over the workouts, or would you prefer a voiceover of like what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, whatever? Let me know in the comments below whether you want me to keep the music or me to do some more voiceover stuff. But anyways, so after my competition, I weighed in at 77.56 kilos, which I think is about 177 pounds, which I was pretty happy with. That weight felt good. But Easter was after my competition and stuff like that, and I always gain a big spike of weight after holidays and stuff, and I went from kind of averaging like 176 to 177, 67, to pretty much climbing to 180, like pretty much instantly, and not really leaving. So I think I've been like 179.5 to like 180.8 or something recently, and I was pretty pleased with how I looked around like the 175 to 177 pound range. But I think after that, some more of the weight kind of started to go to my midsection and stuff, and I'm looking a bit less aesthetic than I wanted to. I mean, I have faced the fact that like I'm not fat by any means, and my bulk has overall been really productive. Like if you especially just compare me a few more weeks ago, a few months ago, when I was a bit, not as far into my bulk, to like my peak cut, I am pretty sure I've gained like 6 to 8 pounds of muscle, like exclusively muscle, which I know sounds crazy because I've been training for 4 years. You just have to believe me. Like I can put pictures on screen. I can put pictures of, when I was at my peak cut. Looks like a scratch on my windshield. When I was at my peak cut and recently and stuff, I had a really productive bulk. But just recently, I've been thinking I'm getting a bit, you know, like tubby. And I'm not like too upset about it, but it's definitely more noticeable recently. And yeah, so I did my powerlifting competition, I hit some great numbers, and I'm not done with powerlifting. Again, I'll expand on this a bit later. But at my core, I started lifting because I wanted to look sick AF. I wanted to look aesthetic, and bodybuilding is at the core of my training. So, as you can probably kind of tell, I'm doing a cut this summer, which obviously doesn't completely align with powerlifting goals. But yeah, I'm gonna do a cut. I've planned a lot of it out, but pretty much it's gonna start in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping that this is like the cut to end all cuts for me. I should save some of this information for after the workout, but I kind of want this to be the last, well, okay, not the last at all, but I really want this to be like the best cut I can do right now, where after I do this cut, I pretty much want to go straight to just maintaining. I'm probably not actually going to be in a crazy surplus, and I'll just maintain for quite some time, try and add on some muscle, because just new science and stuff has come around that you don't need as crazy of like, you know, you don't need to be perma-bulking to be gaining muscle or anything. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to start a cut pretty soon. But yeah, just pulled up to the gym, so I'm gonna finish my pre-workout, which is really good, by the way, peach mango. And yeah, I'll work out. I'll put some music on this time, but again, let me know in the comments if you want music or voiceover, and I'll talk to you guys some more about the intricate details of my cut and all that stuff when I'm back.
Together stay in touch, you got my number. Just a couple days in the summer. We can stay in touch, you got my number.
Dis-moi où est ton papa, sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché, ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the workout. I had a really good session. I don't know, I don't even really know why, just like overall felt pretty good. Got a decent pump. I noticed my chest wasn't as pumped by the end. I did a couple dips to try and get some blood up in there, but yeah, either way, went pretty well. And I tried JM press for the first time. The only thing I didn't record was my pull-ups, because I literally clicked record and then it, I think I clicked like a side button on my camera and it stopped recording after like a millisecond. But yeah, I tried JM press, which I tried a couple months ago and it felt terrible, but it felt really good today. But anyways, I figured I'd just start talking now, because I'll say anything I don't get to in my house, but yeah, so my cut, obviously, like I said, I just did my powerlifting competition like 3 weeks ago now. Wow, feels like, I can't tell if it feels forever ago or really recently. But anyways, yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with how that went. And again, definitely not done powerlifting. I love it. I really can't imagine my split right now without the squat, bench, and deadlift incorporated in. But yeah, so obviously I showed my physique. And I definitely still think I look good, like my delts and my, like everything looks way bigger than it did when I was peak cut. But, you know, my gut also looks a bit bigger. I've just noticed the last few pounds have been going to like my waist and my lower back. So sometime around, I want to start between kind of like May 1st and May like 7th or something. I'm going to run a 6-week, like just definitely 6 weeks. I'm going to not try and like go over or anything. Cut. It's not gonna be super aggressive. It's gonna be, I think, just under 1% of my body weight every week or something like that. It's like a tiny bit more aggressive than some people, but it's like my brother right now is doing a 1,000 calorie cut, which like his is pretty short, but that's not what I'm doing. And yeah, so I'm about 180 right now, and yeah, I'll put videos up somewhere. Peak cut, I was like 163 or something, but peak cut where I kind of like stayed for a while and looked kind of my best was like 167. And yeah, I'm 180 now, and I've gained a lot of muscle and not like a crazy amount of fat. So for going from like 167 to like 180, which that's what, like, you know, give or take like 15 pounds, kind of depending on water and stuff. I don't think more than like, dang, that is kind of crazy. Like 5 or 6 pounds of fat maybe, which I know like sounds insane. And maybe I'm living in freaking La La Land and it's like I'm completely wrong. But I think I gained a shit ton of muscle. And I think, again, if you just compare my pictures and videos and stuff, I look way bigger. So I'm gonna try and cut to around somewhere between 170 and 173. Because that'll be, what, like 7, 8-ish pounds in 6 weeks, which I think is reasonable. But I'm gonna cut to, yeah, around that kind of weight, see what I look like. And hopefully, again, if you just do the math, like if I was like 167 peak cut and I gained so much muscle, but I cut back to like 170, you know, 170 to 173, I should theoretically be leaner than I was peak cut, just with more muscle, which I seriously think will look really freaky. I think I'll look really awesome. And last cut, you know, looking back on it, I mean, a lot of bodybuilders have this like body dysmorphia thing. I never really thought I did, but looking back on it, like, damn, I must kind of have it, because I looked back at these videos and like, I looked fucking peeled, and like, I genuinely didn't think I was, like, and I mean, this is like an objective fact. I could pinch my belly fat and stuff. There was still plenty of fat there, but that's just like, I have pretty great genetics in my opinion. That's just my worst thing. I just store all my fat on my lower back and my belly, which is a huge bummer, because literally, like, pretty much year round I have like striated delts. My arms are always really lean, so it's just all on my like belly and lower back. But yeah, so my plan is to cut to like 170, 173, and I'm hopefully gonna be even leaner than I was then. I'd love to have abs like pretty consistently, because last cut was the first time I ever saw my abs, and it was really awesome, but again, I just still had fat there, and it was kind of like only good lighting and flexing and stuff. So I'd love to, I mean, I've brought my abs a lot, like I've pretty much been consistently hitting them for about like twice a week for quite a while now. There was definitely a bit where I missed it kind of during later powerlifting phase, like close to my competition, but I'm definitely back and I'm definitely focusing on it now, like kind of 6 to 8 sets per week. And I can tell, it's like, you know, you could see in my video, I faintly had abs. Like, I get that I'm a bit tubby, but I faintly had abs. And the fact that I had to like bend back and stuff to show my abs at 167, and now I'm 180 with faint abs, I think you can like put 2 and 2 together, and it's like, yeah. I'm hoping I'll look really freaky for the summer. But yeah, 6 weeks, we are locking in, and my calories are gonna be really good. I'm gonna be like 2,700, which would be awesome. But yeah, I'll talk a bit more about it when I get in, but my mum has some dinner ready, so yeah, let's go eat. Alright guys, so I just had dinner, and yeah, I figured I'd continue talking a tiny bit about my cutting plan. So I actually have a lot of stuff in line right now. I've been making notes on my notes app of kind of things I want to do. I'm gonna really lock in on my water intake. I usually drink around like probably 3 to 4.5 liters a day, but I want to try and get 6 to 8 liters in, and I want to try and balance my electrolytes a bit more, so I can, you know, stay dry and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be eating high fiber as I always do, and maintaining that through my cuts, so I look my best. I'm gonna try and, I eat 4 meals right now. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. I eat 4 meals right now, but I'm gonna try and up it to about 6, and they're gonna be really small meals, and I'm gonna be going on a walk after each one to get my steps in, help with digestion, all that stuff. And also, if you look at like any professional bodybuilder, they pretty much all have a load of smaller meals instead of bigger ones like I do, because honestly, my meals are kind of anywhere from like 700 to 900 calories. So upping it will definitely make a difference with my digestion and stuff. And just general protein synthesis and stuff is a really big thing. So hopefully that'll help a lot. But yeah, so I've been making lots of plans and learning, educating myself on what to do. And I also have 2 online classes this semester for school. And the way my school does it is we have period 1, period 2, period 3, lunch, period 4, period 5. But periods 3 and 4 are actually the same class. So every day you get 2 hours of one class, and it switches every day. So every other day I have a 2-hour period where I'm just doing online work. And you know, I'll have the morning period off sometimes, or the last period off, whatever. So I'm gonna try and stay caught up with my work and be able to do cardio during that time. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be locked in on cardio and stuff. And the goal is to just maintain and, if possible, gain muscle and strength, which I literally did last time I cut. And yeah, just get shredded pretty fast. But yeah, so that's the cutting plan. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you haven't, go check out my powerlifting vlog. I think I can put it on the screen right here, so I'll do that. But yeah, definitely go check that video out. I really hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So have a good weekend, guys. And over the few coming weeks, I'm going to be getting leaner by the day, so stay tuned. And yeah, definitely keep watching to see my cut transformation from my big fat 180 pounds to like 170 or something. So yeah, have a good weekend, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.